A lot of people have been asking me if there's a way they can send me stuff. I think I'm going to start a mail time kind of type of video thing. So if you want to send me your Moki Mokis, your Moki Moki Kings, the fucking best card in the game, I'll drop how to send me some good in the comment section down below. If you want to send me stuff, hey, that's pretty cool. Please don't send me any anthrax bombs though. That could kill me.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the Jackson.
What's up, my Nimrods? It's Gage coming back at you guys again with another dose of that fresh, never frozen Yu-Gi-Oh content. I am 1,000,000,000% tickled pink that you guys would spend just a couple of minutes with me here today, talk about a children's card game we both mutually enjoy so fucking much. I'm not the first person to admit they suck at Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, quite frequently, I tell you guys that I fucking suck at this game. I get a surprising amount of facts wrong in my videos, and I'm very thankful that you guys are still willing to watch and put up with me, even though I can get a lot of shit wrong a lot of the times. And even sometimes when I'm playing the game, if I haven't sat down at a table for a while, and I sit down and I see something, I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like the other day I sat down at locals and I was playing someone and they like flipped Scapegoat against me and I was like, what fucking year is this? Scapegoats is a pretty good card this format. It's no surprise to anyone. 4 free monsters off of 1 card that you can flip on your opponent's turn to also protect you from battle damage. Hey, that's pretty good. But it's sometimes stuff like that that I want to talk about, but sometimes I don't fully understand what it does. Like, for example, for this video today, the card I was going to talk about, Doug gave me some words of encouragement about what I want to do and how I want to talk about it. There's that. Thanks, Doug. But the card that actually happened to surprise me a lot, and it's a card that I didn't fully understand why it was so good, was actually Eater of Millions, released in Raging Tempest as a common. When I first saw this card revealed, I was like, that motherfucker's pretty cute. It's a level 1 that special summons itself for free. It's kind of neat, but I didn't think there was actually that much to it. But actually, Eater of Millions has cemented itself as one of the cooler tech choices of the format, and I think there's a lot of intricacies with the card that makes it really good. So DZ, please call me as bad as you want at the game. I'm talking about Eater of Million. Let's go. Eater of Millions is a level 1 Dark Fiend effect monster with Mystery Attack, Mystery Defense, released in Raging Tempest, and it has the effect of it cannot be normal summoned or set, and it must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 5 cards from your hand, field, or extra deck face down. This card gains 100 attack and defense for each face down banished card, and it also can't be tributed, used as a fusion material, synchro, or XYZ summon material. Also, once per turn at the start of the damage step, if it battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that monster face down. I vastly underestimated this card when I first looked at it. I'm gonna break it down effect by effect and tell you guys why this card is good. But first, let me preface by telling you guys what I surprisingly thought was the only redeeming quality in this card, and that was you could banish 5 extra deck monsters to summon it and then make Link Kuriboh with it. Link Kuriboh is a fucking incredible card, don't get me wrong, but this card's got so much more utility than that. So much more. I mean, I was stupid. So it's summoning condition. We gotta banish 5 monsters from our hand, field, or extra deck face down to summon it, which makes this card by base 500 when we summon it. I think there's really no argument to say that we won't be banishing 5 extra deck monsters to summon this thing, because if we're banishing from our hand or our field, we're losing card economy at that point when we could just summon the card for free. But I also think there wouldn't really be even an excuse to say, I can't summon this by using cards from my extra deck. They're all too valuable. And I think that's because extra decks, when they're built, it's about actually 50% of them you won't want to be using past turn 1. I think extra decks are broken up to the point where there's cards that build boards and then there's cards that combat boards. You won't want to summon a card like Borreload Dragon on turn 1 when it could get its additional value of soaking up an opponent's monster in the later turns of the game when you make it. Also, a card like Saryuja Skulldrake, it's good on other turns, it's just a good card in general, but it has its most potency, its most power when you're summoning it on turn 1 when it can't be contested by any spell or trap cards or other monsters that could remove it from the field, when you can get that draw 4 effect and the only thing stopping you is the potential hand trap. Since Eater of Millions is a much better card when we're up against a board already that we have to address, I think we can really exclude our first turn cards as actually being able to play them. Sure, banishing an entire third of your extra deck to summon one little munchy dude seems like quite a little bit much, but this card actually just makes up for it for how good it is. As far as his attack stat, we already addressed that when we summon it, it's by base 500, which that's a little squishy boy, but if we pair it with other cards that banish face down, he starts to get a little beefy. Easy point out, Pot of Desires. Pot of Desires will banish 10 of your cards to draw 2. Already a staple card in most decks, probably the most, I think it's actually statistically the most played card on Dueling Network right now. Dueling Network, that was a blast from the past. I meant Dueling Book, kiddos. You can play a copy yourself and make it a 1500, but if your opponent also played a copy of Pot of Desires, which isn't that far out there, he's gonna be a 2500 level 1 dude. And I think this card really shines when its attack value starts to get up. It might not seem as important at first because of its effect to banish before the damage step, so you're avoiding all damage anyways, but I think it becomes a little bit harder to get over when your opponent has to attack into it over with a big dude. Another cool thing about this card, it can't be tributed, can't be used for fusion, synchro, or XYZ material. Now, obviously the only thing excluded from that is links. Like I said before, after you're done with them, soup them up into a link Karibo. We all know how amazing Link Karibo is, not going to say too much about that. Also, this little fella can't be tributed, so that problem your opponent had with dealing with it already, you can exclude kaijus from that list. While it might seem like the fact it couldn't be tributed, used for synchro, XYZ, or fusion material might seem like it was supposed to hurt its playability for you, and I guess not being able to tribute it for Kais or something kind of sucks. It actually surprisingly ends up helping you because now your opponent can't Gamma Seal the little fella. And the last part of the card, once per turn at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, banish that monster face down. A lot of people have been comparing Eater of Millions to that of Neospacing Granmole, saying it's the new age Granmole. I talked about power creep in my last video, what really defines it, and I think it's not as clear cut to say Eater of Millions just straight up power creeps Neospacing Granmole. They kind of serve different utilities a little bit, but Eater of Millions, I think it's definitely easy to say it's a lot better than Granmole. Special summon it for free, banish monsters face down, just seems way better. Unlike Granmole bouncing the card back to hand, your opponent can't play with the card for the rest of the duel. No way, no how when you eat it up with Eater of Millions. Also, it's kind of neat that it buffs its own self up because when you banish that monster face down, Eater of the Million gets another 100 attack and defense. While it might not seem a lot, that little much could actually mean a whole bunch. Overall, Eater of Millions has a lot of things going for it. And I'm very surprised that when I first looked at the card, I was just like, it's not too good. It's a Link Karibo maker. I think Eater of Millions is just a good example of you might want to just take a look at your common box and read some of the cards, because you might be surprised of how good some of them sound. Non-targeting removal that's extremely easy to summon, that can sometimes be an extreme pain in the ass to fucking deal with. I think Eater of the Millions has a lot going for it. Let me know what you guys think of Eater of the Millions down in the comment section below. Do you guys think it's a hot new tech card, or do you think it's just a fad that's gonna go away with time? I think Eater of Millions is actually cute as hell, and the card's actually pretty damn amazing. Definitely a lot better than what I gave it credit for originally.
That's all, folks.
If you guys liked the video, be sure to like the video, thumbs up the video. I want to express that you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I'm uploading regularly. That feels pretty damn good. Again, if you guys want to send me anything, I'll leave information to that down below. I will be starting a mail time type thing when I get enough letters or whatever. Again, send me Mokis or that broken type shit. Doesn't matter to me. Let me know if you guys are digging the new lighting. I've been trying a lot of different things, just having a whole bunch of fun with it. I tried a more darker, kind of moody sense with it. Now I decided to brighten things up a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out what you guys like the most, what I like the most. I think this gives the most color. I don't think it gives the most depth, or it's not anything that's really different. It's definitely a lot easier to see my face than the last thing I tried. That was very dark, but then again, I also thought it was pretty cool. I don't know, I'm just trying things, but if you guys liked the video, be sure to like the video, thumbs up the video, especially if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, definitely subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Nim signing out. Hey guys, it's your local disappointment of a Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber. If you guys want to send me your Mokis, your Moki Kings, your Moki Smackdowns for Moki Mail Time with I'll leave the information down in the doodly-doo so you can mail that motherfucker over here. Realistic note though, please keep in mind everything will be opened up on camera, so if you don't want something opened up on camera, or you don't want something shown, let me know when you do send me this stuff, either put it in a letter or whatever, and when I open it on camera, I can cut it out of the final product. It's all very easy to do, but just make sure you make it clear. And yes, that is the address to my college down below. If you decide to come kill me, that's A-okay with me anyways. My will to live is absolutely pulverized. Thanks in advance, and I'm looking forward to that Moki money.
Whoa, that's big. You said it, man. He's Moki King. Now check out his king wave.
It's
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.